Welcome to Thursday, the 29th of February, 2024. My name is Jimmy Bradbury. I help entrepreneurially minded people who are stuck in a 9-to-5 job, or maybe in a business that they own that feels like a job. I help those people share their knowledge and experience on any given topic that they're passionate about to be able to help other people with that knowledge and experience and get paid doing it. So today is the 29th of February, last day of the month. It's a leap year, if you didn't already know that. But for some people, actually, it's still the 28th of February. I've just been talking to a friend of mine in Los Angeles. With the big time difference between America and Australia, a huge time difference, it's still the 28th of February in America, 29th here in Australia. So it's the end of the month. And I want to share with you the most important thing you need to have now ready before you set your goals for the new month, because tomorrow is the beginning of March. It is the 1st of March, at least here in Australia. It's the 1st of March. So you need to have your goals for the month ahead planned out. If you are running an online business today, or you're looking to start an online business and you're intentional about it, you're not just somebody who's just rocking up every day and hoping things are going to happen in your online business. You're actually intentional and you're planning about it. You're planning it. You will have your goals set, or at least they will be set by the end of today for the month of March. But there is one key thing that you need to have in place before you set your goals, and that is having your metrics and your data all measured so that you know how you've performed in the month of February. I don't know how many people that have started my programs and they got no sense of understanding about metrics. Fortunately, in my programs from day one, we have a whole module around helping people set their metrics, measure their data, and be able to track it. Because if you're not measuring your metrics, or you've got no metrics set up and you're not measuring the data, you're just bumbling along. You're just bumbling through your business and hoping that something is going to happen. So really important to be able to measure your metrics. Now, for me in my business, like I guess everybody in their business, when they're measuring the important ones of revenue, profit, cash flow, they go without saying. So I'm taking that in measuring your metrics, you've got those in place. But the 3 or 4 others that I've got in my business and that I help my students with and my clients are, number one, the first metric is knowing your traffic, knowing your audience size. Now, I break that down into 2 parts. There is the people who don't know me, which is massive. 4.9 billion people don't know me and probably never will. Such a big number, isn't it? 4.9 billion people online today. Amazing. If you're just on LinkedIn, it's still a big number. It's over 1 billion people. It's incredible. And the second part of that traffic is the people that do know you and they're following you or they're connected with you. Okay. But they're not what I call subscribers. So I'll get on to that next. So traffic, 2 parts to it. The big part who don't know you, but they're out there, and that's the opportunity. 4.9 billion people we can connect with, and they can become part of our audience, or at least a chunk of that 4.9 billion people can become part of your audience that know you. The second part is that audience that do know you, but are not subscribers. Okay, so that's the first metric that I measure, those 2 parts. The second metric is my leads. So for me in my online business, I am very specific about who a lead is. There's somebody who's subscribed to my email list. So they've actually opted in and they become a subscriber to my email list. That's my metric. I know a lot of people have different metrics for leads. They could be on your WhatsApp message list. They could be even followers on social media. They could be people who you message. But for me, my leads are people who've actually opted in and are on my email list. So I measure that. And if you've been following me in an online business, and all of my peers agree with this, I'm not the only one who says this, your number one asset in your online business is your email list. If you don't have an email list, get one started today, please. Oh my gosh, if I was going back and starting 5.5 years ago, it would be the first thing I would do is that I would grow my own email list. I cannot believe there are people out there, coaches. I see coaches out there and they don't believe that your email list is important and they don't actually try and get emails. It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. I can't believe it. Everybody and anybody that's successful online has got an email list and a big email list, and they're regularly communicating with their email list. It's really important. So measuring my email list, number 2. Number 3 is customers, of course, measuring my customers that are coming in new. And for me, there's 2 parts to that. There's my clients who come into my coaching programs, my group coaching and my one-on-one coaching. And then there's my students who come into my online courses. So I measure both of those, clients and students. I call it customers, but clients, coaching programs, and students, my online courses. So I measure both of those as part of my metrics at the end of the month. And then the 4th part, which is a piece that a lot of people miss out on, and really, if I'm honest with you, I've only picked this up over the last 18 months, and it has so helped my business, which is measuring the lifetime value of all of your customers and knowing exactly what that lifetime value is and seeing if there is potential, which is something I work on every single day, to actually increase that lifetime value of your customer. So very important to be able to measure at any moment in time at the end of the month, what's the lifetime value of your customers? So important as a metric. So those are the 4 metrics that I use. Traffic, people that don't know me, people that do know me, but are not subscribers on my email list, which are number 2, leads. They are the subscribers on my email list. Number 3, my customers who are clients in my coaching programs and students in my online course. And then number 4, measuring my the lifetime value of all of my customers and looking to see how you can increase that. But you need to know, like everything, a baseline to go from, which is your metric. You must have those metrics in place each month, or you're not going to be able to see how your business is performing. And if it's not performing well, without the metrics, you won't know where to correct it. Pretty simple, isn't it? It's pretty common sense, but not necessarily common practice. So if you are not doing it, if you're not measuring your metrics, start today, please. Before you set your goals for March, make sure that you've got your metrics measured and you're tracking all of the data. Hopefully that's been helpful for you today. Don't forget, if you want to join my newsletter where I talk about all of this stuff every Sunday into your inbox in my newsletter, I'll put a link below. All you need to do is subscribe, be part of a group of over 5,000 people now. When I started it last April, so not quite a year yet, and 5,000 people in it. Wherever you are in the world, into your inbox will come my newsletter every Sunday. Subscribe below if you haven't done so already. Wherever you're in the world, have a great 29th of February and look forward to a new month that starts tomorrow. And I look forward to talking to you then. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.